Welcome back guys to another video, and today we are going to talk about new series of Nvidia GPUs, about new rumors and about price speculation that we just got right now. So we still don't know if the new series is going to be called 1100 series or 2000 series, but we have some other speculations and some other leaks, and not even the Nvidia partners know those details, how the GPUs are going to be called, and they think that it might be called like 1175 or 1165 or 1185, and it will be really weird to see Nvidia GPUs ending with the number 5. And the thing that might happen, they might actually rename them like GTX 1, they might rename GTX 1080 to Nvidia GTX 1085 or 1070 to 1075, or we just don't know what is going to happen. But it's really weird to just see that they might end at XXX and then number 5. But few things that we know a little bit better is that they might use 120 watts, 150 watts and 180 watts for single GPU. And those GPUs would use the same amount of electricity that those that we have right now use. For example, GTX 1060 6GB version uses 120 watts, GTX 1070 uses 150, and the GTX 1080, the normal version, the Founders Edition, not some overclocked version, uses 150 watts. So this corresponds pretty well with things that we have right now. But here is where it starts to get interesting. They think that 120 watt GPU, which would be like 2060 GPU, would cost $499 MSRP, which is a huge difference compared to how much GTX 1060 costs. And for example, GTX 1060 is $300, and now the GTX 2060 might cost $500, and the GTX 2070 might cost $600, and the GTX 2080 might cost between $700 and $750. And they are going to reduce prices of 1080 Ti for $100 and the GTX 1080 for $50. And those prices are a lot higher than what we had last year, and it looks like Nvidia can do whatever they want just because they don't have any competition from AMD or from anyone else, and they can just pump those prices up as much as they want. And if you want the best GPU, if you want to game at the highest quality at 4K, maybe like 60 or even more hertz monitor than that, then you need to buy Nvidia, because the strongest thing AMD has is Vega 64, and this is only 8GB compared to 11GB on the 1080 Ti. And we have a little bit more news, and this is over here. You can see that those GPUs, two of them will have 8GB of VRAM, and one GPU will have 11GB of VRAM. And 8GB of VRAM will have 2070 and 2060 GPUs, while 11GB of VRAM will be used for 2080 GPUs. And now I'm just calling them 2060, 2070, 2080, but we are still not sure if they're going to be called just like that. And 11GB is the same as on 1080 Ti, so the 2080, the normal version, might just be some reskinned version of 1080 Ti with almost the same performance, but it won't use GDDR5X memory, it will use GDDR6 memory, which should be a little bit faster. And you can see it has 352 bits, and if it would, for example, use 12GB, then it would need to have 384 bits. But with 352 bits, it is most certainly going to use 11GB of VRAM. But since GDDR6 is a lot faster, we should see some performance improvements, and you might get something like 20 to 30% better performance, but that would still be a lot more than what we usually get. Now, 10 years, 15 years ago, Nvidia would release new GPU, you would get 150% better performance than last year, but those days are behind us, and we might just see something like 20 up to 30% of performance improvement. But the more important thing is 8GB of VRAM, because for 4K you really need 8GB of or more of VRAM, and now even 11GB on my 1080 Ti is sometimes not enough, because I can see those games using more and more memory as time goes on. And the last bit of news is over here. The 120 watt GPU should be arriving at the end of September, 152nd week of September, and the strongest GPU that they have right now, which uses 180 watts, should be arriving first and at first week of September. So we're going to see most likely 3 GPUs in September, and then GPUs between those, like Ti versions or some lower end versions, launching like next year, or even maybe like a year and a half later, as we have seen with 1070 Ti, which launched really late in the process. So thank you guys for watching this video. Let me know if you're actually willing to pay $500 for 2060 GPU, if it would, for example, have the same performance as the 1080, or if you just don't want to pay that much money for the GPU, which is for certain overpriced by like $200. So see you soon in another video, and bye.